Alright, lay it on me. What do you say?
Oh, he was just like, hey, just because there's more grant or more scholarships available to those people doesn't mean that they get them. And I was like, well, you made an unintentional mean statement, sir.
It's like,
That wasn't exactly how it went, but that was the
Bowerdo
gist.
said we just say we have them.
So, what do I call this one? I'm gonna call this Chaaaala, bro.
alright, are we ready?
Once I get my formatting and my font selected, yes.
And that girl said he's...
Emil, what are you... Shini, what are you doing?
Huh?
Let's go!
Oh, that's right. I'm not in the thing.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm stupid.
Come on!
Wow.
I was ready to just go with it.
Just RP that shit. Be like, hey, roll damage. Like, what's everything? Tell me
Roll
everything
damage.
about me.
Ashini gets on the ground and rolls around.
Emil just kind of looks down the ground and kind of kicks her feet a little bit, like, ah, gosh darn.
Bowerdo said get a roll 20 bot in the
dang.
Discord.
We finally start?
Yes.
Can we get a roll 20 button? I don't know how to do that, but
We
Blair,
can.
work on it. I commend you.
Oh, if Ashini tells me how.
If you send me to add them, I can add it myself.
Alright.
Bowerdo
Don't
said
do it.
my
I'll do it
server
later.
has so many bots. Bowerdo
Stop
said
this
it's
text to
ridiculous.
fucking shit.
You're now a DM. Because that's what the role is called.
Okay. So egg rolls is not coming, right?
Because he's a fuck.
Probably. Probably more drama with short.
Shit. Buh.
Oh, my health is not looking good. None of us are looking good. I remember.
Jesus, who's FB? Oh, that's Jesus Christ. Brendan. I love that picture. That's one of my favorite pictures.
I can't put out my real name yet until they ask.
I have one spell.
Yeah, you all are rough trucking, as they say.
And I have no wild shapes. I'm very ready.
I have 7 spells.
But we had to go back into the base.
Hey, the swamp is very dangerous right now. And you know where the swamp is? It's outside.
Morty, we gotta drain the swamp, Morty. We gotta drain it.
I'm ready.
I'm working on my Rick impression, and it's going pretty well. Morty.
Oh, I actually want to turn my camera on for this one. Because I played D&D when I went to Indianapolis, and I was like, I use way too many hand gestures that go unnoticed.
Same. I'm thinking about that, but I know my bandwidth will just die. Especially if I'm at my house.
And there I am. Oh, whoa, I'm weirdly cut off.
Yours is black for me.
They are, yeah. They are doing a webcam thing in Discord very soon.
Good, I've been waiting
Some
for
of
it
us
for so
already
long.
have it. Yeah, some of us signed up for the beta and got it. But it works pretty good. So we may be able to replace that if we want to use webcams.
Yeah, there's literally a well, I do way too much
Because
stuff.
webcams in Roll20 are not very reliable.
Yeah, I can only see like maybe
Like, your screen is black for me. Maybe
well.
I can refresh.
I'm gonna refresh too, because I can only see
Remember
like
that one time where we had all the webcams working?
Yeah, they worked all one time. Just
only
one
once
night.
at the very beginning. No, there's only half of me right now. What is going on?
Okay, now you're still black.
I'm gonna refresh.
Congratulations, maybe you can get some more scholarships.
188 at least.
Maybe I'll do this webcam thing too, just because I feel inspired. Oh, I look ugly. Never mind.
I mean, I always look
Kill
ugly,
myself with it.
but I do it anyway. I'm gonna actually plug my webcam into my computer and see if that makes a difference.
What the hell? I see Benego.
Yeah, Benego's works, but yours doesn't.
That's literally the opposite of everything that should happen.
What a world.
The best part is I can't see Benego.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Funny.
Hold on, I'm gonna click out of my browser super fast.
Machini has one now.
I have what?
A webcam.
No, I don't.
You said you got one.
No.
Oh.
That was really British sounding Hashini there for a second.
I don't have any kind of webcam.
Mm.
I thought about getting one, but I don't have money right now. I have an expansion.
I'm making
Yeah,
an
Build
inside
Wars.
check. Just in case.
Build Wars 2, let's go.
And I would actually have to put on pants for this, so that's a downside.
That
Yeah, I
says
actually-
you.
Why?
Before I turned on my thing, I was like, "Do I have pants on?" I had to look down for a second.
Why do you
It's
guys...
okay, you guys can't see whether I have pants or not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How do you guys know? I have Schrodinger's pants on right now.
Dude, I know you don't have pants on.
You right.
It's like either that or you have basketball shorts on, but I'm pretty sure you probably just have basketball shorts.
Yeah, it's basketball shorts. No, I still can't see, I still can't see Benego. Oh well.
We
Check
still
your
can't
video
see-
settings.
Fix
you
your
will-
video settings. Uh-huh. Let me just go make it work right now, because I know how.
On the cog, it says, "I want to receive from others." What does it say?
Video only.
Then you some high ass shit right now.
I'm gonna do video and voice.
I turned my video bandwidth to high.
I don't even see where that's an option.
I think that might be a DM thing. But if it helps, I can't see you either.
Well, I know what you look like.
I know what you look like too. So I
No,
guess
you
it doesn't
don't.
matter.
Wow.
Anyway.
Blair could have dreadlocks.
Haha, more like Jufro.
Yeah.
But we know you for Blair. Not dreadlocks Blair.
I've seen both in my life.
Why the fuck can I not... Am I blocking anything on this page? Is that it?
Blocking me.
You could whitelist and see how it goes.
No, it says continue allowing.
You know what's funny is I don't have ad block on my computer, but for some reason either my internet is so shitty that ads don't load, or something, but I don't get ads. I don't get it.
I get AIDS.
Same.
Anyway, are we ready?
Are we ready? Put an X in chat if you're ready. Checks. Oh, I want them. There he is. Alright, who would like to give me a recap of last night's session?
So,
Sheeny, go.
Me? Oh my goodness. I don't really remember where the session before that started and ended. So I'll say it began when we were leaving the tunnels. And then we found a stupid gnome sitting in a chair.
Hey.
We attacked the gnome. Someone got knocked unconscious. Who was it?
Taryn.
it was me.
Yeah, Taryn. Dragged him down the stairs, revived him, went back upstairs, and got attacked by a shambling mound of leaves and foliage. And then, good old friend Leviathan, in place of Bahamut, came to us and said, "Hey, let's go down into the basement."
What?
And so we went down into the basement.
There was really a Leviathan?
Yeah.
Huh.
I believe Leviathan is the name.
From the Salazar's thing, one of the archdevils.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Well, all right. So we shall start with you all. Can I get an order of who's going in? So I guess Emil, you'd be first going into the.
Yeah,
Not
probably.
good.
We probably sort of grouped together though to figure out what we were gonna do.
Do you guys? So you want to discuss what you guys are doing, or you just because you went in? You
Yeah,
pushed
we
the
went
button
in.
for going
We're probably somewhere in the tunnel right now, in the
All right.
darkness.
So Emil's first. FB.
Second.
We'll say Glenn, or we'll say
I want to go
Valiant,
third.
F and G, and then Glenn.
Yeah, you right.
Where do you want to be, Earl? You'll probably be in front of. I'll put you in front of Glenn.
Well, I was
Okay.
playing Fallout New Vegas.
No, I'm opening it to try to change something real quick. It was crashing on me earlier today, and I was mad.
Yes. And
Okay.
all right. So you are walking back into this. We'll call it a dungeon, if you will. Underground lair. You are heading towards where you met Swift, and the door also with the black pudding, which would be on your right. Emil, you're coming up to it. It's about the door to the black pudding is about 10 feet, and then the other one is about 20, 25.
Why did we go back here?
Yeah, I don't know if we want to progress quite so far forwards.
First off, when I go, are you gonna change tokens or leave it the same?
I thought, did I bring you out a token?
There's 2 of me
Oh,
right now.
Yep.
Yeah, you gave
Oh yeah. I'll do that.
I don't think we're on map right now.
I
You
am.
can do what you want. RP while I figure out what's going on.
What is happening? I can't remember anything.
We need to determine where we're going with this contract of ours.
The contract. Yeah, we found Swift, but we haven't figured out what's going on that's weird around here. Well, we have, but we haven't stopped it.
Do you know anything about these doppelgangers, Swift?
My name is Swift.
Hmm.
Oh, doppelgangers. Well, so you see, the town has many problems with these doppelgangers.
Yes, that is apparent.
But where's the cause
You
of
are
this
the
problem?
one. Yes, you are the one who wrote the contract.
That I cannot tell you for sure.
Alright.
I believe a doppelganger.
A doppelganger.
Doppelganger.
Well, I'll be a
assumed my
doppelganger.
identity.
Glenn, I don't think horses will do well in this, underground tunnel thing. But good thought.
Don't call my workplace a tunnel thing.
This is your work, so you were making the doppelgangers?
I said no such thing.
I'm gonna insight check that shit.
Go for it. Swift, roll up.
Roll a
Go to your character sheet, roll deception.
deception. I
Oh, I
cut
know.
off.
If I cut out, which I know I will.
Ooh.
Oh,
Rough.
ouch. Well, with Swift's convincing, I said no such thing. You know he's lying.
Hmm.
You
so
know
this
nothing,
is your
John.
workplace.
It's no.
King John.
What were you working on down here?
Science.
Yeah.
Very, very complicated thing.
I'll do tell. I'm a genius.
I'd like to make an insight check.
Go for it. Roll deception, Valiant.
What the
Ooh!
fuck?
So,
No, okay. For science, roll something else.
What do you mean?
No.
something else?
No, because I want to see if I'm just gonna roll 3 under Blale every single time tonight.
I'll do deception again.
Should be
I'll
glad it's
do
not a
insight.
1.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. 3
All
under.
Gene
right.
is broken. I was expecting a 1, but I couldn't get a 1 anyway. Okay.
okay.
So is
So-
this man a genius?
So by his almost quick answer, and almost you get this confidence in him that he might actually know what he's talking about. Maybe a someone of your stature.
Go on.
Well, you see, my professor, Professor Rybar, was a magic scientist working in the field of the elemental planes. He particularly worked on beings of the elemental planes, and he sought to discover how to enable the elemental plane to open, per se, and use...
What? That's, like, not good.
Well, I was only an assistant.
Go on.
So, one of the side effects was these doppelgangers.
And they came through the elemental plane.
I believe there were side effects of the openings.
And where are the openings now?
That I could not tell you.
Where are the doppelgangers coming from?
That I could also not tell you.
Where were you working with him?
Here in these laboratories.
So you were not there when the doppelgangers came about?
I believe I was also a side effect of the doppelgangers.
You were a side effect of the doppelgangers.
Perhaps I should rephrase that. My work in part helped create the doppelgangers, although I cannot tell you for sure how exactly he made them.
And you don't
Rybar
know...
was a mysterious man, gnome, and as he continued his work, he grew far more mysterious and would tell us assistants a lot less.
I am familiar with Master Ragu's work. I've read it before.
Excuse me?
I sneezed.
Bless you.
I don't believe in blessings, but...
Well, are we just gonna stay in this tunnel and talk, or you
Yes,
want to get out of here?
The problem is coming from here, is it not? This is the laboratory.
I don't know. I don't know where this is. I have no idea. I just followed a tunnel because I've been told.
Can I do any type of looking about for any clues to where they might be coming from?
You can make an investigation check, sure, go ahead.
Oh, you might as well have told me no.
I will never tell you no. No. Okay. Well, I'll give you something. So, you remember something about the room that you were in where you found Swift. You saw cages and assorted papers and such, but you don't know what they said or what they meant. But that is some sort of inkling of where they possibly could be coming from.
Look, Swift, I'm gonna level with you. We, Phalian's crew, that's the name of our group, we have come here from Axolotl on a contract from the master of the Advent Calendar Guild.
Slowly facepalming.
And
Slowly facepalming.
we've come here to fulfill that contract. What you decide to do is your own course, but we would like to uphold the end of the bargain that we have struck, and any help in that regard would be appreciated.
Do I still have the contract, or
I
who
would
was holding
say
that?
Glenn might
I'm
have
just,
it.
I'm just gonna look at Emil and it's like, what is he talking about?
We don't ever know. Just go with it.
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
They certainly are.
I am Father Brother from Magica Mountain. Here on a quest,
Also-
just
scratch that Magica Mountain. I will get you a better name for that.
Okay.
But you are from Mountain.
I am from Blank Mountain right now.
You're
Thank you.
unfamiliar with Blank Mountain. Not really.
It's a magical place.
Magica Mountain.
What did you say your name was?
Father brother.
It's not. It's okay.
It is father brother.
Go ahead.
Alright, let's table fuck buddy for a little bit and return to the matter at hand. Swift, what do you know about this place? Certainly you couldn't have forgotten.
Well, as I have said on multiple occasions, I work here.
Right, and you'd have no idea basically what was going on, besides that tiny bit of information you've told us, but you don't know where it happened, but you were working on it.
That more or less surmises my current position.
Where was your lab?
I can guide you to it.
That would be appreciated.
All right. So Glenn is
Still only know 2 names now. Swift and Emil.
Okay. So what's everybody doing?
Well, I'm assuming Swift is taking me off on an adventure.
On his favorite rocket ship. Okay. All right. You're walking down the hallway.
Do I hear any noise from above?
Make a perception check. So, it seems you've gone a little bit farther in. There doesn't seem to be anything above you that you can hear any sort of footsteps or anything moving, sloshing around, any stuff like that. You seem to be pretty underground. I'd say about maybe 10 feet-ish. Maybe even a little bit lower.
Okay. I guess I'll just follow them, like.
I mean, I'm following Swift.
Yeah, I'm going to my workstation.
Yeah,
I
I'll follow
know.
them as well.
Alright, so Glenn, you were heading farther down. You passed the room where where you found Swift. Your comrades are now finally moving. You can hear their footsteps behind you as they kind of echo down this hall. Okay, you walk past the room. Now this would be then the other group has now passed where Swift was found. It is now on your right. The door's open, I believe. Kept it open. You don't see, none of you see any sort of black goo around. You don't notice any shadows or anything like that. Any holes in your dark vision. I say that there isn't any light. So those that can't see in the dark, which I think honestly is just
Hi.
just been
Swift.
yeah.
I'm
but-
I'll be holding my produce flame because I'm wanting to look for details and stuff anyway.
All right, so you walk up, open your produce flame. So you guys are now in front of the door, walking past the door where Swift was found.
We're in front of it or walking past it?
Both.
Well, is Swift stopping there?
Nope.
Oh, I'm
Does
gonna
not
keep
seem to
following
be
him.
his, Okay.
Actually, I take that while I'm following Swift. I want to get a good look at him and make sure he's all hunky-dory.
In what sense?
I just want to
I
make
can
sure.
assure you I'm not hunky.
I want to make sure that he wasn't injured on one level, but I also want to make sure he is of the race I believe he is. I want to make sure there's no tricks being played.
Okay, so go ahead and make an investigation check
Ah, fuck.
on Swift.
Okay, but is
Wow.
he hurt in any way?
Am I
Like-
even alive?
How is his physical? I want to know how his physical status is.
His physical status is he's sort of hurt. He's got some bruising, some minor cuts and stuff, but doesn't seem to be any labored breathing or terrible injuries where he's having lasting damage. That's
Swift,
what I'll give you.
I could patch you up a little bit if you would like.
Oh no, that's quite alright.
All right. Good talk. Are
Okay.
you sure?
Oh, it's nothing. A little slime. It's nothing I haven't felt before.
I could give you some.
No, I'm not gonna say that. But-
Sorry, what was that?
I could
Somebody
give you
please.
something you've never felt before.
Don't say that.
Alarm.
I'm
You
not
hear a
gonna do
whistle,
it by that one.
A
with
rape
the
whistle in the
response.
distance.
I just meant like some druidic healing magic. I assumed that being a man of science, you would have little exposure to that.
That's quite alright. I have methods of my own. Thank you, though.
Yeah, J.O. Crystal.
Right, well, on we go.
Okay, so you are Glenn. As you get closer, you start to see that the hallway kind of takes a right, about 30 or 40 feet in front of you. Okay, so you take a small, you take a look around, using your dark vision. You don't see any gray shapes around down the hallway as far as you can see, and you continue forward. You all see, with your produce flame now, you see Glenn about 30 feet in front of you, probably a little more than that, and take a right at the corner. So far, you don't see any. It seems to have the doors have stopped around maybe 20 feet back. You don't see any doors that are on the on either side of you as you all turn around the corner.
What is the structure? What is the material around us? Like, is it dirt? Is it stone?
Stone, complete stone, and you go ahead and whoever wants to make an investigation check.
I mean, surely one of them will be good.
Uh-huh.
Ah.
For Emil, the stone is gray.
Well, if Emil has dark
Maybe.
vision, everything is gray.
Exactly. Valiant, you notice, and all of you notice, that the stone looks pretty well kept. FB and Glenn, you notice that this stone is, like, pristine. Is, like, clean. There doesn't seem to be any cracks. There doesn't seem to be any, like, markings or anything like that. This is clean as fuck.
Can I cast detect magic?
Sure can. Besides the cacophony of other things that you have on yourselves, and you don't see any magic nearby in the radius, especially on the walls and such.
Oh, I thought it was like
Swift, about how many people worked here?
That's a tough question to answer. People are coming and going so often.
Right. Better question. Where's everyone else?
That I could not tell you either.
Why?
Well, it seems I was imprisoned for a number of months.
Why?
Uh, because I was not one of the doppelgangers.
So, the doppelgangers had a takeover.
A coup of sorts, yes.
Um,
I believe that is what happened.
Yes, the sound pigeons make, I understand.
And I'm just deadpanning him in the face. Just staring.
That's what I expected.
Uh-huh.
While he's Glenn, you start to see the rooms continue now. There's some,
Swift's is gonna
Right.
look at him, kind of mouth slightly agape, not understanding what this guy meant.
I see you've not studied the ancient language of Druidic at all. Otherwise, that would have meant something to you.
I quite see that you haven't read a dictionary before, otherwise that would have meant something to you.
A what?
A dictionary.
Ah, yes. Back in where I'm from, we called that the Book of No Pictures.
It seems a quite fitting name for someone of your...
Blunt and to the point, yes. That's how my people are.
Very blunt, I agree.
Yeah, and to the point.
I couldn't tell you if there was a point, but I can tell you it's blunt.
Right, are we almost there?
Soon.
Yes. You've led us to a bit of a... Wait. Is this a dead end? DM question?
no, it's just a.
Oh, it's just a
the hallway
hallway,
takes a right.
Okay. Never mind then.
So we're gonna shift over to Glenn. You start to see doors reappear, all stone. They seem to be pretty tight. It's kind of hard to see the outline of the door, but you kind of get a rough idea where each door is. Same for the group behind them as well. Stone. Surprisingly, there's no markings on any of them. As you can see. Go ahead and make a investigation check. So, just about maybe... about 30 feet out, you start to see what looks like an indentation in one of the doors. You can't see it very well, but you do notice that there is some sort of marking on it. Dungeon Cat. Shut up, Dungeon Cat. For all of you who wants to see Dungeon Cat, here's Dungeon Cat.
Well, Glenn, wait, where are you going?
Oh, Benega's webcam is black.
See darkness.
I am darkness.
Glenn, do you have any idea what door you're even about to open? Yeah, maybe we should let Swift open the doors. The last time a door was open, we lost Trogol.
Are we in range of those doors? Like, can we see them now?
Yes.
Can any of us make out?
There's about, for reference, there's about maybe a 30-foot gap between you all.
Can any of us make out the markings on the door or no?
You can see it, but you can't make it out from your distance just yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna stand 20 feet away from Glenn while he opens this door.
Well, that's good because you're about 30.
I
You
know,
open the
that's
door,
why I'm moving up a little bit.
Oh, okay. So you open the door, And using your dark vision, you'd see about looks like a longer room, maybe about 20 feet long, and then maybe about 25 feet out. You make out different shapes, would look like tables, from what you can tell. Alright, so you light a torch. So you seem to be in another laboratorial room. There's beakers, the medieval equivalent of a Bunsen burner, which I don't know what would be, so don't ask.
Probably
Other
just an
test
ambulek.
tubes. Yeah, probably. Other such things, papers, and there is some sconces for torches, but there also seem to be what looks like about, maybe for reference, maybe about a softball size, baseball-ish size orbs in the tops of the ceiling, which are about 7 feet-ish tall. Or not the ceiling. The walls are about 7 foot.
Swift, what room is that?
Benega throwing me a bone here.
I know. Hang on, give me a second here. Before you scream, you say that is research lab number 2.
It is research lab number 2.
And wait, what the? See, this is why I told Glenn not to open doors.
And I'm just gonna like, as if I'm wearing a long dress, even though I'm not, but that's how I'm gonna like run over there. Man, Glenn, are you just screaming, or
You're gonna
are you
hike
saying
up your
words?
pants?
Yeah,
Just run.
What the fuck?
just a very
is
awkward
going
Apparently
run.
on?
just-
Like when you kind of like hike up your, like when like women would hike up their dress and like,
Yeah, it's more akin to a country boy trying to walk through a flood puddle.
okay, I got you now.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I actually got that imagery.
I know, because
Don't
we've
you-
had to do it.
Stop. I just want to pet you guys. Okay.
I'm gonna just.
So you're screaming and screaming.
I'm not gonna enter
Um,
that room yet. I'm gonna sit like beyond the doorway, but not in front of it, to the side of it, and I'm just gonna be like,
Glenn, what is it? I don't want to come in there if you're dying. Okay, so why scream bloody murder? Not when there's lives at stake. Trogl just fucking died, okay?
I'm gonna push into the room and sort of take a look.
Okay.
no, I see enough of them every day. Anyway.
He works in a more.
Dark.
Excuse me, did you just say you have someone's dead body?
Yeah, I actually didn't know that either. What the hell?
What? Wait, what? Hi! What? the-
Oh,
So is
see.
Glenn just like shouldering it? What? I don't.
It's in
bag
his
of
bag of
holding.
holding.
It's in his bag of holding. I didn't know
Correct.
I didn't know he had one.
Why do you have a dead body in your bag? What? Why?
If you'd like, I can help you say any last regards to your companion.
I know
Now
I
we
would
know
appreciate that.
Time.
But yes, now is not the time.
I
I think you would
Anyway.
rather have be set on fire be buried.
I doubt it. A grave's definitely the way to go.
Oh, well, how about we ask him?
What?
That's a sure.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah, you see, I am a knowledge domain cleric, but that does not completely disconnect me from the arts of necromancy and healing.
How many times can you talk to a dead person?
Twice without a long rest.
Perhaps we should save that should we stumble across any corpses. While I would like to speak with Trogol, I think that can wait.
Very well.
Is there any paperwork in this room that may give any indication to what they were doing?
Yes, go ahead and make a investigation check.
I think you should have said go
With
ahead
advantage.
and make an investigation check before saying yes.
Exciting.
I mean, there is.
But that could have been a 1.
Alright. Yeah, but okay, but then it'd be in a language she couldn't read.
Ooh, that was clever.
Alright. So, Emil, you start looking at certain tables, certain beakers, and throughout most of it, you get notes which seem to be on all the elements that the human body is composed of. I won't say them, but I'm going to look up the Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, I can talk about him. Would you like me to?
No.
No, unless you're saying it like Edward Elric, shut up.
No. I would say it like the coroner.
But you also start to see what seems to be what is known as elemental compatibility. It seems to be a bunch of what looks like complicated formulas and other such, but you get the main gist that it seems that some people are more attuned to certain elemental planes or just elements in general than others.
I don't believe it. I don't say
You're
that
Druid.
because that's not my character voice. But nonetheless, I'm gonna slowly waltz into the room.
Glenn, Emil, did you find any clues, anything that may give us an indication of what is happening around here?
A number of research notes.
What do they say?
Components that make up living beings, and perhaps something about elemental compatibility.
I know a lot
Certain
about the
people-
elements.
Yes. Their notes say that some people may be more compatible with certain elements. Perhaps they have a catalyst.
Certainly. Well, I don't know why they needed research for that. They could have
Or
just asked
maybe
us. But
it's possible that they may be using these people as lab rats down here somewhere. Because I still have no idea where we may find our townspeople.
Swift, is this jogging your memory at all?
Yes, I believe it is. So, you see, I believe Professor Rybar would take people and element them.
Element them? What do you mean?
Please define this process.
Rather
Yeah,
than the
yep.
process, what was the purpose?
Rybar had great ambitions, you see. He wanted... it was not that he was in the wrong in his ideas to create an army of soldiers, super soldiers, that possess elemental abilities in order to protect the kingdom. So, I suppose he might have taken some villagers and used them for the science. Science. It's all for science.
But there's a limit to science. Or any magical things.
Do you happen to know where he took them?
No, I cannot remember where exactly he would be taking them.
Would you theorize it would be down in the dungeons here?
It's possible. If we're to find his quarters, and I believe it might be hard to find those, as he became very paranoid and booby trapped most of the labs.
Wait,
That would most definitely point us in the right direction.
since you used to work here, right?
Yes.
How do you know how big this area is that we're in?
Roughly. Benega.
Roughly, he explains, is about a 2-story compound. To about maybe a depth of about maybe 100 feet down. Maybe even a little bit more. He doesn't know the exact architectural layout, but he would say this compound maybe spans about maybe a mile or so. But he doesn't know much about the second floor. The second floor of the compound is for different scientists and other faculty that are of higher clearance.
So I know what I know, but I was only just an assistant, you see, and there were these places I was not allowed to go as an assistant. In addition to many new structures that Ryber started to develop underground before I was in prison.
And why were you imprisoned?
As a non-doppelganger, I believe they rounded up a number of the scientists. It's much like they rounded up the people of the town, and they put me in prison.
Since I'm assuming that you know you're away around the first level, care to take us to the presumed stairs to go to the second level, or whatever it is?
Yes, I believe after we reach my quarters, we can investigate the second level.
Lead the way then.
Okay. So, Swift shall lead the way. Just mark that on my sheet that I got. Alright, Swift's first. Who's going next? Okay, Glenn.
I guess I will next.
Okay, and then.
Then I will.
Okay. And Balian and Greg are in the back. Perfect. So, you, Swift, you head down the hallway, seeing doors and stuff. You know that not many of them are real, and you begin to head down towards your suspected quarters. You head down. The compound starts to twist and turn a little bit, i.e. taking you get up about 50 to 60 feet and you take a right, go about another 100 feet with basically nothing. You notice you remember that there's orbs that used to light up the entirety of the compound. You don't remember how they work, unfortunately, but you do remember them being up above, closer to the top of the 10-foot ceilings of the hallways. You head down, take another right, go 20 feet, take another right. Almost instinctually, you just know exactly where you're going. But you get to what looks like a T. This hallway starts to split, going left and right, and you seem to be a little confused. You don't remember. There seems to be a momentary lapse in your memory of where you're supposed to go.
Alright. I'll pause there and look puzzled.
You indeed look puzzled.
What is it?
I do not seem to remember where to go from this point. That's quite strange.
You don't remember the way to your own room.
This feels different.
Gandalf quoting someone there.
What do you mean?
Well, this path does not seem to be what it was months ago.
Perhaps a new complex built by the doppelgangers. Or maybe even your lost scientist.
That's rather possible.
I'm gonna sort of step into the cross section and see what I can see down each hallway.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Go ahead. So, you look to your left, and it goes out about almost to the extent of your dark vision, and it starts to looks like go to the left. You look to your right, and looks like you can see what looks like maybe a passageway or a door that seems to be a little bit different than most doors. Still made of stone, but this one seems to be more intricate, and it's almost carved, if you will.
Well,
I'm gonna sort of beckon Swift around the corner here towards that intricate doorway. Does this look familiar to you at all?
I'll walk over and look. And
So go ahead.
make a history.
Yes, make a history check.
Alright, let's see if this worked. Okay, yeah.
Wow.
Perfect.
That's a pretty good history roll.
So you remember this door as being a chamber that you weren't allowed to be in. You don't remember what it was for, but you do remember high-ranking scientists would occasionally come in and out. You don't remember, you remember that they were holding what looks like packages, maybe even syringes and such, bringing things out in bags, cloth bags and such. You're not sure what for, but you just remember that happening.
Well, this door is not a door that we're crossing now, but when we're investigating later on, I believe we should come back to this door.
If you say so. I guess we'll progress. Is that the only thing down this part of the hallway?
No, as
Or does
you
it keep going?
get closer to the door, the hall kind of splits out and goes to the right.
I guess I'll go take a gander down the right.
I'll follow
Okay.
him.
Right behind me.
Alright. So you look down the hallway. Turn that out. And you see a door to your right about 30 feet out, and another, looks like archway into another bigger room. You can sort of see into the room, but you don't see much.
Is that archway at the end of the hallway?
Yes.
Is this one ringing any bells?
Yes, you seem to remember going down this hallway. This hallway seems familiar, you just don't remember why.
Keep tracking down it.
Alright, so you go past the door and something kind of like a weird flash of your memory, kind of just pops in your head, and you remember this was like close to what would be a commons area, and go ahead and make an investigation check on the door that you're now right next door to. So you remember going in and out of this door. You don't remember much, but you think this might be your office.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check on it. Just
Okay.
to see if perhaps something's been disturbed magically.
Sure. So you look at the door and you realize that there is a glyph of warding upon it.
Uh-huh.
You don't know who put it on there. You can try. You get a strong sense that it's actually you that put this glyph of warding on the door to keep anybody, keep those who, or just keep people that would snoop and such, or that were known for kind of invading people's privacy, out.
Could one of you try that door?
I'll give it a shot.
Can I give an insight check?
Yes. So first we'll, who wants to go to the door first?
I'll let Glenn do it. He likes opening doors.
Alright, so Glenn, go ahead. Insight check. Swift roll deception. I need to.
Interesting.
Alright. It just seems like, he's pretty weak and frail from being so starved that it doesn't seem like he can open up a stone door at this time. So you try to open it, and something happened. Give me a second.
Dexterity saving throw. I think.
Give me a. Wait. Okay. Swift. Give me, choose between 1 or 2.
Let's go with lucky number 2.
Lucky number 2. Alright, I'm going to pull you aside for a second.
Goodbye.
Has anyone else realized it's taken us an hour to walk like 200 feet?
Maybe.
By the way, if there's any range traps, Glenn's gonna get hurt first. I'm gonna let you know
That's
because
why
I
I'm letting
curse.
him open doors.
Uh, yeah, have fun with that. Weren't you like near death a moment ago? Hmm. So,
Alright. Oh, I just had it. Oops. Glenn, I need you to... Okay. Let me do... Hold on. Okay. Hey, what's your armor class, Glenn? Do you have your shield on? Okay. So, as you touch the door, you see what looks like a dark pulse force shoot at you. You luckily dodge out of the way, and an Eldritch Blast kind of smacks into the wall behind you.
Ah, just as I thought.
And
This
is
one
why I
must
said
be
careful.
my office.
I'll take a few steps back.
I'm going to open the door.
Alright, so you both open the door, and indeed, this is a familiar smell kind of wafts against your face, the smelling of books that you've read many a time, and other, maybe some stale ink, but ink nonetheless. And you look inside, and it seems to be about a smaller room, maybe about like a 5x10. You see a bed, a couple of bookcases with some of your books in them, and what looks like a small desk with a candle, a chair, and some writings that you had.
Does someone have that contract with them still?
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to take that and walk over to my desk, grab a piece of paper, some of my writing on it, and then show it to the rest of the party and exclaim,
All right. Go ahead and
as you
make
can
a-
see here, this contract that you have brought is clearly not my handwriting.
So
There's trickery afoot.
who wrote it?
If I were to make a guess, it would be one of the doppelgangers. Probably someone who assumed my form and became Doppelswift.
To what purpose?
uh,
To bring more
Hmm.
victims in?
But why would they
Uh,
want
I think-
victims?
what I saw was a barrier going down, so I think that just caused it to go out in the world. So we just essentially let it escape from this barred off area.
So you're saying we all let an evil escape into the world?
Yes.
How do you know?
I believe his hypothesis is sound.
Why? I don't understand.
It's the only way.
No, like I don't know what happened. Somebody should
I
tell
would-
me.
Oh, really?
I would hypothesize that the barrier keeps the wildlife of the swamp at bay. Because as you see, when it fell, we were fairly well invaded. It could possibly be both, though.
Did something like actually run out from the basement? I have no idea.
No, out of character last session, don't you remember the shambling mound came?
I
From
wasn't there.
out of the swamp?
He wasn't there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, he was there for one of the sessions for the shambling mound, I think.
No, I was not.
No, he wasn't at any of them. He was there
Well-
for the ooze.
A mound of, like, foliage came out of the swamp and started attacking us. It came through the window of the building. And it seemed, I think Benego described that the swamp was coming alive, sort of.
It
or
came from the
encroaching.
swamp.
Yes. The lagoon.
I actually think it was Brandon's character who described that.
Was my character there?
Should have been.
No. I mean, yes, but no.
Would I have been able to deduce anything about it, is what I'm asking?
That's up to you, my friend.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Well, I'm just saying, like, would he? Oh, well, actually, you know what? Since being a druid, you would have gathered that you would notice that the shift in the atmosphere when this barrier went down. Once the barrier went down, you would almost immediately have like a sense that something isn't right. That almost like the swamp now is like the swamp has kind of like took notice of this place and is now going to kind of swamp immune system.
And what was the name of the Adventurers Guild guy?
The top guy is motherfucking Droggith, I think his name is. Drog Chrisith. Drog. Graug.
Draug?
Correct.
Okay.
I don't like saying this, but what if Drog sent us here to die?
Assuming a doppelganger wrote the contract, I'm not sure he knew.
But wouldn't he have known the story of this area?
Not necessarily. If the doppelgangers were successful in containing the breach in security.
Right, but for
I mean-
Swift, what is the time period
I
that your
would've
research took? How long?
I personally worked with Professor Rybar for about 4 months.
So obviously, Drog had knowledge that this was a dangerous area.
And I would assume this place was kept under hush hush, right? When you
Oh,
work in this
yes,
way?
extremely.
So there would have been no way for information besides the people that were working on it to let it slip.
They could have been. How do we know?
You came under other pretenses?
Well, what I'm trying to say is, if this place was dangerous before the barrier went up, people would have known about it. But since we've not been here, you'd think somebody would make us known.
Huh. I'm afraid I can't quite explain.
Well,
What do you guys do with all the failed experiments? If you had any.
I was never a part of the cleanup crew. I mostly did busy work, just writing notes and collecting various samples. No people samples, but as for the experiments themselves, I was never one of the lead scientists conducting them either. I believe those were all done in higher clearance areas.
And I
Could
guess
you
we should.
take us to Professor Rybar's quarters?
I do not know where his quarters are, but I have a good idea where we might find them.
I think that is the way we should go.
Yes.
I think we should be even more weary of all the things that can happen down here then.
I believe we know that more than anyone.
However, we did sign a contract.
Yes.
What was the contract for?
To figure out the disturbance. Fuck, I don't remember.
Well,
That's a cue to pull out the contract and read it.
I don't have it.
I don't have it.
I'm aware. Swift, could you read us the conditions of the contract?
Yes.
And Swift reads them. Benigo, what were they?
Swift indeed reads them. So you get the message that Swift left, like, help us. Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're the only one. The matter of the contract is to locate Swift, and find out what happened.
Well, based off of that, I call that contract complete.
We know what happened in regards to the doppelgangers, how they took over the town, but we don't know where the townspeople are at, or
But that's
why or how
not-
the barrier fell.
Well, that is the morally correct thing to do.
But since apparently you guys finished the contract, the only way out so far is the way up, and that is dangerous. We came back down to find an exit.
Swift did say he knew of other exits. Whether that's true now that the path down here has changed in his...
Listen, Glenn, I'm all for adventure. But we lost a life in this endeavor, and I'd not like to lose any more.
Why do I have like the image in my head that Glenn's an angsty teenager?
That's not anxious. That's self-righteous.
Right, but we don't even know if there's anyone there. I'd rather focus on the lives that are accounted for.
We can't risk, if there's doppelgangers, we can't risk anything, really.
Right, but we don't have to know. We are under no obligation to save other people that may or may not be here at the risk
I'm
of
going
our
to sort
own.
of separate myself from the group and step into the room and approach the desk and try to figure out... I'm going to investigate the desk, yes.
Alright, make an investigation roll.
Maybe there's a paper here that I need to find.
I understand, Glenn, but my bottom line is that if you are in peril to save another life, I'm focusing on saving yours, not theirs.
Alright, I need to take a meal away. You guys can keep RP if you like.
She's snooping on my desk.
Do you have any spell books?
I have some porn books.
Okay. So, besides this door, what else is... There was like the main giant area that we're not going into yet. Do you know what that is?
Glenn, no one here was innocent. You understand that, right?
The townspeople
No,
are probably gone. All of them are gone.
the people down here would be the scientists who all contributed in one way or another to this disaster.
They're back.
Okay.
I'm gonna step over to Swift. I'm gonna hand him this book. Do you recognize these teachings? Is this something you've read before? Because I feel it may be relevant to our situation here.
So,
I hope she didn't
so
find my secret book.
She did indeed find your secret book somehow.
Oh God,
and
don't judge me.
It's not that kind of secret book.
Oh good,
you
that's
can
not the one I wanted her to find.
Good. She needed a lot higher investigation.
Whew.
You look down at the book and you see it's called Map of the Plains.
Am I familiar with it at all, or at least what it's teaching?
No.
Okay.
As it seems to be a more scientific approach to the plains. The best you can glean from it is it's about the planes that are around the material plane.
So, other than the elemental planes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you studied this book? Is there anything... What does it detail? Give us some clip notes.
Give me a Switch. Give me just a general intelligence.
Just intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's intelligence save. Just if you go on your character sheet and just hit the word intelligence. And
Wrong button. Oh, now I'm stupid.
So you read some of it, and some of the other stuff that wasn't pertaining to the elemental planes didn't really interest you, but you know a lot more about the elemental planes and how they kind of work in correlation to the material plane itself and also the ethereal. But for the overarching grasp of the book itself kind of eludes you.
You see, yes, I've read the book numerous times. In fact, there are only key parts of the book that I could specifically explain, although the main premise eludes me to a point. By all means, if you'd like to thumb through it.
Yeah, I'll skim through it real quickly. Try to
Okay.
get a grasp
Give
on
me
why I was drawn to it.
straight intelligence. Or are you doing it right now, or are you just like or you say you will?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay, so just give me. Okay, so you start to read through it a little bit, and it starts to talk about how shut up. It talks about how the planes themselves work.
What is the benefit to investigating this? What do we gain besides more risks? Right. Well, unless we find a way to stop it, that's useless. To be honest, we need somebody a lot smarter than us. There's no reason we have to do this right now. We can go back to the city, tell some scholars. There is no need to do this right now. Swift survived for quite a while. Greg, do you smell any people?
And that is also +3, but he has advantage on smelling. So that is 23. Because he has +3 perception. Yeah, that's just with his wisdom modifier. Because I just have to roll the base stats. Yeah.
Greg, easy does it, but stay on it. Did you find something? Did you find someone? Well,
What? Let me see. No. Not on the character sheet, at least. But let me check for wolf. Nope.
Well, Greg, accompany me, but stay close by my side.
And I'm just gonna have him lead me to whatever he found. With my produce flame out. We can all see this? Investigation, there we go. Can I, instead of trying to get the scene in general, can I try to see how long the blood has been there? This is the first time I've ever done medicine, and I chose proficiency in it. Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Is there a source? Is it of, I guess, what I would call one of the common races? Hmm.
I would like to reiterate the go back and get help idea. Certainly.
I look at it like I see it every day. um, is that it, or is? Because I'd like to get down and like inspect. I didn't know if you were done describing. Yeah. Okay, so from a medical standpoint, can I deduce anything about to see? I'm trying to see if his physiology was toyed with, like, by magic or stuff like that. Can I tell how long he's been here based on state of decay? I'll go that way. Yeah. I'm just going through the door. Just walking through. But I thought he told me it was an illusionary door. Oh.
Right, it wasn't this way. Well, I'm assuming this key only works on one door. We won't know. We haven't encountered many locked doors yet. Well, I haven't, but that's besides the point.
I'm gonna walk up and cautiously touch the door. But it's real.
Glenn, I saw you got hit there. Are you okay? Well, should we take a short rest? I could use one as well. I feel as if it would benefit me a lot. And in turn could benefit you. Very well. I will take a power snooze.
Yeah, And I'm gonna roll a hit die. That's plenty. And I'm gonna give me back my wild shapes, which is what I really want. How far can we see beyond? Oh, yeah, I'm snoozing, but I'm just kind of like glancing up every now and then. Like, I guess I'm sleeping. Um, can I deduce? Can I deduce if this is decomposed body? Is it a draft that's moving towards us, though?
And we're sure we really want to continue.
I'm not in a position to yell right now, but I'm just gonna call out and see if there's any response. Alrighty. Do I hear a response of any kind? Better question, does it seem like that cough echoes a good while down? Okay. Same.
Well, I can talk to dead people, but they usually don't talk back. Well, he's not gonna know anything. Let's continue. Yes, but I think the better part of wisdom would be to ask the bodies found deeper in. Go on. Deferring too far. Put Trogul away, please. He can wait. He's not going anywhere.
Weekend at Bernie's, baby. I'm gonna get up and just start to press forward without my produce flame, because that'd be bad. Oh god, why? Yep, that's about the theme of it. Okay, two things. First, I want to search as many of them as I can, not really looking for valuables, but any clues of what has happened. And as I do so, I'm going to start pulling them into a giant pile where there's space. There's... I was trying to push for medicine. Well, yeah, I'll try to... Woo! Woo! Above 15. You did say medicine check for everybody. Yeah, whatever's happening around me, this is what I'm dedicating my time to. Are any of them, like, whole? I'll set a couple of them aside. Okay. I'm gonna set those to his side, and then I'm gonna stand by the pile and just hold my produce flame and wait for anybody to do what they want to do. Hmm. On the ones that have had limbs mutilated. Okay, well, I'm gonna share that knowledge with the group because that was a lot. In in this, taking the chance that it's quiet, I'm gonna listen to if I hear any scratching or anything coming from anywhere. I'm still just staring at my sandcastle.
That is the purpose why I laid them aside.
Can I answer that in any capacity? $14 days. Alright, well, I'm gonna squash my produce flame and drag them over to the pile and then stand there with my produce flame again. Yeah.
Well, Swift, I'm not sure if you were familiar with any of them, but if you so feel compelled, you might eulogize them before I send them off. Yeah, that was alright.
And I just toss the flame and start walking out. Yeah. Yeah, we can shut the doors.
Additionally, I believe any evidence of what happened here is better lost forever. Indeed. I would advise.
And I head on.
What is it?
I'm going. Mm-mm-mm. Nice. Oh fuck, I didn't roll for Greg. $13, hey. Yeah, it can be 9, I don't care. I did it like while you were going. We. Produce flame, bitch. Hell yeah. Well, how close am I? Yeah. Yeah, but Glenn has the axe out right now. I thought the curse was on the shield. Oh. Ha ha ha. Well, it's not like it's, I don't know. To argue it a little bit, it's not like it's a projectile. I'm just like literally throwing some fire. Holy shit. Okay. I'll use my bonus action to go giant spider. And I'm going to
Greg, if you feel as if attacking won't hurt you, then go for it, but otherwise stay back.
brilliant. Wow. Alright, well, I'll just have him chill. A +1x would be to both. A +1x would normally be +1 to hit and damage. I'm a spider. A big one. And as such, I'm gonna start going up the steps. As spiders do. Yeah, you know what? Do spiders get wet? Dude, I'm out of there. I am so gone. Fuck this. I'm just plodding along in the darkness. And you know what? I'll say I'm walking on this ceiling, unless it's higher than like 20 feet. Yeah, ceiling it is. I'm going down the ceiling. Noobs. You know what? Also, I'm gonna stealth while I'm on the ceiling. Ah. Yay. I think Glenn is gonna get himself killed trying to save people. How much health does Glenn have? But how much health do you have, goddammit? Good to know.
7 builds.
Yeah, also for the record, I don't think anybody would just randomly whip out Trogel's body and be like, "Hey, let's talk to him." Especially when we're all in danger. That's a little weird. Yeah. That's fucked, man. Glenn's intelligence is lower than Phalian's. Yeah, you didn't go to the bodies in the room and start bagging them. Oh my god. What? Yeah, I'm out, fam. It's way past my bedtime.